Hello everyone and welcome to Clay Formations. I'd like you to meet the aliens and a little dog named Coconut. I'll tell you their story in just a minute. But first, on one of my recent trips to Morro Bay, I stopped by the shell shop like I usually do and found these tan scallop shells from the Sulu Sea. And of course with my crazy brain I said, I could do something with these. So I decided to buy some and take them home and turn them into aliens, because that's what you do with tan scallop shells from the Sulu Sea. You turn them into aliens. Yep, that's just how I roll. We're going to take some Primo Sculpey and we are going to turn these scallop shells into an alien family. We're going to do a mom, we're going to do a dad, and a brother and a sister. That's right, the alien nuclear family. Who knows, maybe that's how they power their ship. What do I know? I'm not a scientist, I'm a sculptor. Anyway, we'll start with the dad's eyes, and we'll just go ahead and attach them to the shell. I didn't bother with using liquid Sculpey because liquid Sculpey is gooey and sticky, and I didn't want to get it all over the shell. But I was pleasantly surprised because the Primo stuck to the shell pretty good. Now we'll go ahead and finish up the eyes and refine the edges, and we're off to the next part. Now we'll make Dada's mouth. Now, as you know, all aliens have to have a little tiny mouth. I have no idea why. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. Aliens got to have little tiny mouths, even if they're a dad, which usually have big mouths. So we'll also make him very serious. Now we'll go on to the mom, and we'll start with her eyes, but I'm going to make her eyes a little bit thinner, and then I'm going to give her that swoop at the top, or whatever girls do with that mascara stuff, you know, that goes on the edge of their eyes, like that Cleopatra look. Cat eyes, that's what it is. It's called cat eyes. Now we'll make her lips, and I'm going to do my best to make them look like girl lips. I think I did okay. Now we'll move on to the brother. He's going to be relatively simple. His eyes will be just kind of like an alien boy's eyes. We'll give him a little mouth, but we'll just make him kind of grumpy, like the grumpy brother. Now we'll move on to the sister. And we'll make her eyes a little bit thinner than her mom's, but we'll give her the same cat eye look to the best of our ability. Put the little mouth on, try to make them look like girl lips again, and give her that sharp cat eye look. Not too bad. And our alien family is ready to bake. Now that they're all baked, the eyes and the mouth are nice and hard and stuck to the shell. I'm so grateful that that worked. One final thing we need to do to this alien family, and it requires a couple of magnets and a hot glue gun. Stick around and you'll see what happens next. Now, what do you do with magnets and a hot glue gun and alien shells? Well, of course, you turn them into refrigerator magnets. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a little magnet on the back of each one of these aliens, and then instead of putting it on my refrigerator, I'm going to put it on my magnetic bulletin board. That way they can always be watching over me. I'm not sure I want aliens watching me all the time. Oh well, whatever. Alright, let's see how they work. There's the dad, there's the mom, there's the sister, and the ornery brother. I think they turned out pretty good. Now let's move on to the next part of our sculpture, the little dog Coconut. First we start out with a wine topper. Let's unwrap it here. Now wine toppers go on the top of a wine bottle to save what's left over, which is kind of funny because everybody I've talked to say, what do you need a wine topper for? There's never any wine left over when I drink it. Anyway, you screw off the top and you have this little round ball. Then you take a bolt and you can attach the ball to the bolt. Then you grind down the bolt a little bit so it'll fit into the drill chuck. Then you tighten up the drill chuck, you put the ball on it, and then you can sculpt whatever you want on top of the ball. Now, while we're sculpting Coconut, I want to tell you a little bit about why I wanted to do this particular sculpture. There are lots of sculptors out there. There are people that are advanced, there's some that are intermediate, some are beginners, and then you've got the ones that are out there going, I really don't even want to try because it's too hard to do. So going forward with the channel, I want to start interjecting some simpler sculpts so that if somebody who's just beginning or thinking about beginning can kind of give it a try. Because I have to tell you guys, and I think you already know this, but I love to sculpt. It is my joy, it is my passion, it is so much fun. And if there are other people out there who can be inspired to give something a try, to take that step and try something new that's creative and fun, I want to be a part of that. Oh, and by the way, these are coconut's ears. You'll see a little bit more about those in a little bit, but right now we're going to flatten out this piece of clay, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the cutters and we're going to create his hind legs. Little round hind legs. So we'll go ahead and shape them out a little bit, flatten them out. Do the same thing with the other one. There we go, nice little hind leg. Now we'll take a little round ball, cut it in half, and make his little round back paws. So we've got little round hind legs and little round back paws. And there we go, 2 little round hind legs with little round paws. Now I'll go ahead and make a dog snout. I'll cut out 2 pieces of clay, put them together, and then I'll smooth out the edges. Then I'll cut a little bit off and make a notch for his nose, and I'll commence to making the dog snout. This is a dog snout. It's nothing else. It's a dog snout. Then I'm going to take a round piece of clay, cut it in half for his 2 little front paws. And now we have all the parts to make coconut. Now we'll give him an adorable set of eyes. Now we'll put on his snout. And that's too big. I'm going to have to make it smaller. And look, it still looks like a dog snout. Yes, it is a dog snout. Yes, it is still a dog snout. Now it's a little mouth, and now he looks like a walrus. But he's not going to be a walrus. He's going to be a little dog. He could be a walrus. But right now we're going to give him a little doggy nose. Oops. Hold on. There we go. There we are. Let's put it in position. And now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take him off the rig, and we will put him on a little piece of acrylic so we can finish the rest of the body. And we'll go ahead and attach his little round hind legs to the side of his body. There we go. Smooth it all out. He's looking kind of cute. Now we'll put his little round paws in front of his little round body. Then we'll take those ears we made earlier and put them right on the side of his head. Boy, Coconut just keeps getting more adorable as we move forward. Now we'll make his little digits inside of his paws. Now what's left? Ah yes, we have to make him a little pink tongue. What is a puppy dog without his little pink tongue sticking out? There, that's much better. Now we'll put some whisker holes on him. And now the very last thing we'll do is make him a little tail. You'll see what the tail is for in a little bit. Well, that doesn't look very pleasant, but we need it for the tail. Now we'll blend the tail into his body, and then we'll separate him from the acrylic base, and then we can put this little guy in the oven. And now we'll start to paint him. Okay, while we're painting him, let me tell you about the little scenario I came up with while I was sculpting this. I thought it might be funny if a family of aliens were traveling through space and they said, let's stop by Earth and grab something to eat. So, they stopped by a tropical island and decided to pick up some coconuts. But instead of picking up a coconut and taking a bite out of it, they picked up this poor little puppy and bit him. So that's how he got his name Coconut. So the aliens felt kind of bad that they bit him, so they decided to make it up to him by taking him for a ride on their spaceship. Oh, and by the way, I made his tail too long, so we're going to have to do a little bit of surgery and repainting. So they declared Coconut an honorary alien, and he's been flying their flag ever since. So that's my silly little scenario. I'm no Dr. Seuss, but my mind just goes in silly places sometimes. Hey everyone, if you've made it this far, you are a rock star, and I really appreciate you sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed this video and you think I deserve it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps my channel to grow. And lastly, I want to give a big shout out to my subscribers. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate your support. Everybody take care, and we'll see you next time.